Well, experts say urgent measures are needed to prevent population crisis in Asia, or crises. Birth rates across much of the continent have dropped markedly in recent years, including China, as we famously found out just a short time ago. And as Asia correspondent Brent O'Halloran reports, the impacts are profound.
This precious new arrival has plenty of space to stretch his tiny legs. Today, he is the only baby in this Taipei hospital's nursery, and that reflects a troubling trend in Taiwan.
Over the last decade, the number of births has been decreasing by about 10,000 per year.
By 2035, if current trends continue, it will have the lowest birth rate in the world.
This will give very serious consequences because to maintain this prosperity, we need young population.
The total population is in decline. On average, Taiwanese women are giving birth to fewer than one child in their lifetime. The rising cost of living, a greater focus on the career, and pandemic-fueled uncertainty are cited as the reasons behind the birth rate slump. And the effects are felt across Taiwanese society. From closures of kids' clothes stores to labour shortages, 65% of businesses polled say they can't get enough staff.
Young workers are not easy to find nowadays. Of course, it is related to fertility rates and global competition.
It is a crisis experienced across much of East Asia. Japan's Prime Minister this week pledged to make it a top priority and increase social spending programs after the birth rate there hit a record low. Japan's population is on course to shrink by 30% in less than 50 years.
It is now or never when it comes to policies regarding births and child-rearing.
China last week announced its first population drop in 6 decades, 7 years after dropping its one-child policy. New mum Nancy decided to stop at 1. Despite newly announced baby bonuses, the stress and childcare costs are too much.
No matter how many subsidies the government gives to mothers or families, the trend of having fewer children is inevitable.
South Korea currently holds the mantle of world's lowest birth rate. The government will next month reveal a new labour reform bill aimed at decreasing work hours and workers' stress. It's hoped that would put some more in the mood. One of the ways to address an ageing, shrinking population is through immigration, and some Asian governments are now starting to ease notoriously strict immigration policies.
Already we are seeing countries like Japan, Korea, China even, trying to attract workers from other countries.
For now, governments are offering more financial assistance, and in Taiwan's case, even subsidising IVF treatment. But more radical measures may be needed to address this baby bust. Brent O'Halloran, Sky News in Taipei.